So it's been about a week since I last did a news video here on the channel. So let's catch you up on everything that's been going on involving the Ontario Hockey League. And we're going to start off with the big news from the OHL. Now that the OHL's regular season and playoffs have concluded, they've set a new attendance record for the 24-25 season. 3.2 million fans in total attended games at all 20 venues across the Ontario Hockey League. This breaks the record that was set back in 2015 2016. So, pretty solid season here for the junior hockey circuit, which just wrapped up with the London Knights winning back to back OHL championships. And for the league, obviously, they're looking into the future. This is a business model that they want to grow the game, and expansion has already been talked about. In a statement from Brian Crawford, the commissioner of the Ontario Hockey League, he says he's excited about what the future holds as they seek to elevate the player experience, explore opportunities for growth, and continue to serve as the number one development league in the world. So if you read between the lines there, they are still looking at possible expansion. Throughout the regular season, we were talking about an aggressive plan for expansion until USA Hockey stopped the potential relocation of the Youngstown Phantoms and Muskegon Lumberjacks from joining the OHL. It's been a whirlwind of news really since the NCAA vote. We're still dealing with the repercussions of that vote and just how all the dust is going to settle, including growth of the OHL. So great job for the OHL. As I'm sure the owner's pretty excited to see the fans coming in droves to see their product on the ice. And we'll have to wait and see what's in store for the 25-26 OHL season when it gets underway in September. And the league also mentioning that we can expect a fully released schedule sometime by mid-June. I know that a lot of OHL fans get excited when they see that schedule so they can start marking their calendars as to when their team will be back in action and for key dates, and also for potential road trips. I know for the channel, we're looking to continue to cover the Barrie Colts next season and the rest of the Ontario Hockey League, and maybe we'll be on the road a little more often than we were in the past 2 seasons. So stay tuned for that. And an eagle-eyed subscriber noticed with the Canadian Hockey League, they showed some images from Rimouski that TSN doing their intro videos, their B-roll shots, and the players from Medicine Hat and Moncton were wearing their jerseys. And in the shoot, we noticed a new sponsor patch that's on the front where we usually see the Memorial Cup patch. So obviously, this is just a minor detail. It's nothing huge. It's not going to make a difference for the game. But for those who love jerseys or notice these fine details, not seeing a Memorial Cup patch on the jersey would be quite different. You can go as far back as, say, the 1990 Memorial Cup when it was held in Hamilton. Players were wearing Memorial Cup patches, I do believe, when that Memorial Cup was held. So it's a tradition. It's not something major, but it's just something that stands out when you're holding Memorial Cup. Obviously, this year for the Canadian Hockey League, it's the first year that they allowed jersey ads. They moved the CCM logo right under the collar instead of having it on the left side of the jersey. And with that move, teams started having jersey sponsors. And now for the Memorial Cup, they're putting a big Motorola patch on the front of the OHL jerseys, or in front of the CHL jerseys, I should say, instead of putting a Memorial Cup patch. So a little different. I don't know. It's I guess a part of the game. They need to make their revenue. They need to make the profit to pay for this tournament to take place. But still, as a fan, it's kind of hard just to see all these logos that keep cropping up. Even in the NHL, they still have the Stanley Cup Final patch, but it's starting to look a little cramped with the jersey sponsors also on the front of the NHL sweaters. Now, carrying on with the news, there's been a couple of signings to talk about, some exciting ones. Starting off, Kitchener Rangers forward Luke Elleness. He signed his 3-year NHL entry-level contract with the Ottawa Senators. Elleness has been a key contributor for the Kitchener Rangers come playoff time. He had a great run last year and then continued that again this season. He was selected in the 4th round by the Ottawa Senators, 104th overall in the 2024 NHL entry draft. He's been quite steady with his progress in the junior hockey ranks, and great to see that he's getting a chance now to showcase his skills at the professional ranks as he continues to move forward. And for Barrie Colt fans, he's a player that kind of got away as they originally drafted him in 2022 and then traded him to the Kitchener Rangers, and he's flourished since joining the Blue Shirts at the Odd. Another signing, which is exciting, is Tuomas Uronen of the Kingston Frontenacs. He has signed his NHL entry-level contract with the Vegas Golden Knights. And for Uronen, he was outstanding in the series between the Barrie Colts and the Kingston Frontenacs. I would say he was probably the MVP of that series for both teams. He was all over the ice, always involved in the play, and it's not a surprise seeing Vegas give him this opportunity to join their organization. The Finland native played 2 seasons in the OHL. He was first a member of the Ottawa 67s, but an injury kept him out of the lineup, and in the offseason traded to Kingston, and he flourished as soon as he joined the Fronts. And it's great to see players like that who are able to overcome injury and put it all out on the line and now be rewarded for their efforts. Now, training camp is a long ways away, but the Owen Sound Attack, they're in a unique situation as the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center is undergoing renovations. They've taken out all the boards. They're redoing the floor with the ice making materials. And that means that training camp will have to be relocated when everyone arrives at the end of August. So the players, they'll be out in Georgian Bluffs. They're going to be playing their training camp sessions there, and then their preseason games are going to be held at other venues in Grey Bruce. I know that the Attack pretty excited about the upgrades that have been taking place so far during the offseason. There's been several complaints about the boards and whatnot over the last couple of seasons, but that's all being addressed. It's nice to see that the Bayshore getting these much-needed upgrades going into next season. And if you're wondering, training camp for the Owen Sound Attack, or at least the on-ice portion, will begin on Monday, August 25th. So, yes, we're in the middle of the offseason for plenty of teams in the OHL, so 19 of the 20 teams. But yeah, training camp, it's going to be here before you know it. We're going to find out the OHL schedule in June, and then all the players will start arriving for their OHL clubs by the end of August, and we'll dive right into the preseason and the 2025-26 OHL season. It's coming fast. Now, a story that I've just been following here on the channel has been potential for expansion because the OHL has been open about looking to grow the game. And one city that has come up is Niagara Falls, New York. Now, it all comes down to the Centennial Project, where the mayor has been proposing a 6,000 to 7,000 seat arena. But what this project has been hinging on is a parcel of land. It's called the 10th Street Park. Goes back 20 years. They're saying that this land was given to the Niagara Falls redevelopment, but it wasn't properly handed over. So it's now in the courts as to who actually owns this parcel of land. But City Council last night, it came up, and Council was in a position where they could have authorized a $4 million offer to the Niagara Falls redevelopment for a piece of this land that's in question. The NFR, they want to move forward with a development that would be a data center. So it would be like an AI center where they could bring in thousands of jobs. That's what they want to do. But because of this disputed land and that the mayor wants to build an arena, it's been a back and forth situation. So last night, City Council voted against giving the $4 million to the NFR for this project. Because right now it's still among the courts. They want to see a study to talk about the arena plans and how would this move forward, what are the costs. But they also would like to have state financing to help cover it. But the state won't get involved until a study is complete. So there's a lot of dominoes here. We know that the mayor of Niagara Falls has already spoken with the Ontario Hockey League about potentially having a team in Western New York. I know the Ontario Hockey League in the past has always looked for a potential team in New York State, and this seems like the best case scenario. If they build this arena, they could put a team in Niagara Falls, New York, but there's a lot of hurdles to go here, and City Council still fighting over this parcel of land. So it's going to be a touchy subject. I think it's going to probably be a few more months before we get any clarity as to who's going to have this land. Does it belong to the city or the Niagara Falls redevelopment? But on the channel, I'll continue to follow along, see what kind of developments we get here, because the league, they want to expand, and Niagara Falls, New York is one of those candidates to keep an eye on. So that's how I see it from the booth. Let me know in the comments section down below your thoughts on any of these news items. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you again soon.